22-year-old basketball player just turned down $20 million. And when you hear the reason why, you'll understand how this decision will either make him a legend or destroy his career forever. The offer came from one of Europe's most prestigious basketball clubs. The contract was sitting on the table, and all Alperen Şengün had to do was sign his name. Instead, he did something that shocked his agent, his family, and the entire basketball world. He walked away from more money than most people see in a lifetime. It was September 2021, and Alperen Şengün was sitting in a luxury hotel conference room in Istanbul, staring at a contract that would change his life forever. Across the table sat representatives from Real Madrid, one of the most successful basketball organizations in the world, with an offer that seemed too good to refuse. The meeting had been arranged in complete secrecy. Real Madrid didn't want other European clubs to know they were making such an aggressive play for the young Turkish center, and Alperen's representatives wanted to keep the NBA possibility alive while exploring all options. The numbers were staggering. Real Madrid was offering a 4-year contract worth $20 million guaranteed, more money than Alperen had ever imagined earning. But it wasn't just about the salary. The Spanish giants were offering him a starting position, top-tier facilities, the chance to compete in the EuroLeague, and the prestige that comes with playing for basketball royalty. They laid out everything, said a source close to the negotiations who requested anonymity. The money, the lifestyle, the immediate success. For a kid from a small Turkish city, it was like a fairy tale. Real Madrid's presentation was impressive and thorough. They showed him film of former NBA players who had thrived in their system, explained their development program, and painted a picture of immediate stardom in European basketball. They even offered to help his family relocate to Spain, providing housing and support for his transition. But there was one catch. Signing with Real Madrid would effectively end any chance of playing in the NBA for at least 4 years. What made the decision even more complicated was the pressure coming from multiple directions. Alperen's family, who had sacrificed everything to support his basketball dreams, saw the Real Madrid offer as the answer to all their financial struggles. His father, who had worked grueling factory jobs to fund his son's development, couldn't understand why anyone would turn down guaranteed millions. "Take the money," his father reportedly told him during a heated family discussion. "We've been poor our whole lives. This is our chance to change everything." His mother, equally concerned about their family's financial situation, worried that turning down such a massive offer might mean missing their only opportunity for true financial security. The NBA, after all, was far from guaranteed, and even if he did get drafted, there was no assurance he would succeed at that level. Meanwhile, his agent was presenting the cold, hard facts. The Real Madrid offer was real, immediate, and secure. The NBA was a gamble. He might not get drafted high, he might not get significant playing time, and he might not earn anywhere near $20 million in his first 4 years. European basketball experts were also weighing in, arguing that playing for Real Madrid would provide better development opportunities than potentially sitting on an NBA bench. They pointed to players who had made successful careers in Europe without ever needing to prove themselves in America. But perhaps the most intense pressure came from the Turkish basketball community. Many felt that accepting the Real Madrid offer would validate European basketball as a legitimate alternative to the NBA, while others worried that passing up such an opportunity would be seen as arrogant and foolish. At the time of the Real Madrid meeting, Alperen's NBA prospects were far from certain. While he had impressed scouts with his unique skill set and basketball IQ, there were serious questions about whether his style of play would translate to the faster, more physical NBA game. Mock drafts had him projected anywhere from the late first round to the second round, a position that would come with significantly less money and security than the Real Madrid offer. Second-round picks in the NBA often receive non-guaranteed contracts, meaning they could be cut at any time without compensation. The financial comparison was stark. Even if he was drafted in the first round, his rookie contract would likely be worth around $8 to $10 million over 4 years, roughly half of what Real Madrid was offering. And that assumed everything went perfectly, that he got drafted, made the team, and earned a standard rookie deal. NBA scouts were giving mixed signals about his readiness for American basketball. Some praised his vision and passing ability, while others questioned whether he had the athleticism to compete against elite NBA centers. The uncertainty was eating at everyone involved in his career. Adding to the pressure was the knowledge that this might be his peak value in European basketball. If he went to the NBA and struggled, European clubs might not be as eager to offer such lucrative contracts in the future. The Real Madrid offer represented a guaranteed path to wealth and success, while the NBA represented a massive gamble with his family's financial future. The decision came down to a conversation Alperen had with his grandmother, the same woman who had sold her house to fund his basketball development years earlier. While his parents and agent focused on the financial security of the Real Madrid offer, his grandmother asked him a different question. "What do you dream about when you close your eyes at night?" she asked him during a quiet moment, away from all the pressure and advice. "I dream about playing against the best players in the world," Alperen admitted. "I dream about proving that a kid from Turkey can compete with anyone." His grandmother nodded knowingly. "Then you already know what you have to do." That conversation changed everything. Despite the financial pressure, despite the uncertainty, despite the risks involved, Alperen realized that accepting the Real Madrid offer would always leave him wondering, what if? He would spend the rest of his career knowing he had chosen the safe path instead of chasing his ultimate dream. The decision wasn't made lightly or quickly. Alperen spent days weighing the options, consulting with coaches, former players, and basketball advisors. He even visited Real Madrid's facilities and met with their coaching staff, who made an impressive final pitch for his services. But in the end, he concluded that he would rather fail chasing his NBA dream than succeed, while always wondering if he could have made it at the highest level. The phone call to Real Madrid was one of the most difficult conversations of Alperen's young life. He thanked them for their incredible offer, praised their organization, and expressed genuine regret at having to decline. But his mind was made up. He was going to pursue his NBA dream, regardless of the financial consequences. The reaction was immediate and intense. Real Madrid officials were shocked that anyone would turn down such a generous offer, especially a player whose NBA prospects were uncertain. Some European basketball insiders questioned his decision-making, suggesting that he was being poorly advised or influenced by unrealistic expectations. His agent was frustrated, having spent months negotiating what he considered to be an exceptional deal. Family members were confused and worried about the financial implications of his choice. Even some friends questioned whether he was making a mistake that would haunt him forever. But Alperen stood firm. He announced his intention to declare for the NBA draft, knowing that he was giving up guaranteed millions for the chance to compete for a spot in the world's best basketball league. The decision that seemed risky in September 2021 looks brilliant today. Alperen was drafted 16th overall by the Houston Rockets, signed a rookie contract worth approximately $11 million over 4 years, and quickly established himself as one of the NBA's most promising young centers. But the real vindication came in his performance on the court. Within 2 seasons, Alperen had proven that he belonged in the NBA, putting up numbers that few rookies achieve and earning respect from veterans and coaches around the league. His unique combination of size, skill, and basketball IQ made him one of the most valuable young players in the NBA. By his 3rd season, he was already being mentioned as a potential all-star candidate and a cornerstone for the Rockets' future. More importantly, his success opened doors for other international players and changed how NBA teams evaluate European talent. His willingness to bet on himself at such a young age became an inspiration for young players worldwide who faced similar decisions between guaranteed money and uncertain dreams. Alperen's rejection of the Real Madrid offer sent shockwaves through European basketball. It demonstrated that even the most prestigious clubs couldn't always compete with the allure of NBA dreams, and it forced European organizations to reconsider how they approach recruitment of top international talent. The decision also highlighted the changing landscape of professional basketball, where young players are increasingly willing to take risks in pursuit of their ultimate goals rather than settling for immediate financial security. For other young international players facing similar decisions, Alperen's story became a case study in the importance of following your dreams, even when the safer path seems more appealing. Today, when Alperen Şengün takes the court for the Houston Rockets, few fans know how close he came to never playing in the NBA at all. The $20 million he walked away from in that Istanbul hotel room represents more than just money. It represents the courage to bet on yourself when everyone else is telling you to play it safe. His story isn't just about basketball or money. It's about the power of believing in your dreams, even when those dreams seem financially irresponsible. Sometimes the biggest risk is not taking any risk at all. The young man who turned down guaranteed millions to chase an uncertain dream has proven that sometimes the most expensive decisions are the ones that pay off in ways that can't be measured in dollars. And for every young person facing a choice between security and dreams, Alperen Şengün's story serves as a powerful reminder that betting on yourself might be the smartest investment you'll ever make.